Hey guys, Pastor Brett here, coming back to talk to you a little bit more about your money, a little more about the situation that we're in. This is my third episode, so if you started with this one, you might want to jump back and see the other two, because I've talked a little about, just all over the place, but about your money, about your four walls, the things that you need. So I'm not going to repeat a lot of that here. If you haven't started, do this right. Like, imagine that, do it right. If you're going to make a cake, you don't put it in the oven and then pull it out and put ingredients in. So go back and watch one and watch two, and then watch where we are now. Because one of the questions that has come to me in the last little while isn't about, oh God, I don't have any money. Oh God, my job stopped. Believe it or not, I've had some say, okay, what do I do with my money right now? Should I invest it? What should I be doing? Earlier today, a guy said, I've been thinking about refinancing my house. All right, so I've talked to two episodes now about tight and money, and so now let me speak a little on this other side. If you are in a place that you have got your bills paid and you've got your emergency fund set up so that you're setting correctly, and you're saying, okay, I don't know what the stock market's gonna do. Nobody does, by the way, nobody does. I'm not sure, but I was gonna refinance my house. Now would be a wonderful time to refinance your house, especially if you're gonna do a minimum of at least an 80-20 loan. So that means you're gonna put 20% down and only finance 80%. If you finance more than 80%, you have to do something called private mortgage insurance, PMI, and that's gonna cost you extra money. So you wanna only finance 80% as your maximum. I highly recommend you do this on a 15-year mortgage. And then that mortgage payment doesn't need to be more than 25% of your monthly income. So a 15-year mortgage, right now, there's some that are in the 3%, and I heard of one that's in like 2.99 for 15 years. That's amazing. That would save you an incredible amount of money. So if you're one of those that's sitting well right now, and there are many that are, then I want you to, and you're thinking about doing that, then consider it. I think it's a good time to go forward. I also think that this is a good time, in the time of famine, is a good time to plant seeds. If you're sitting in a good place, if you're sitting well with your money right now, instead of hoarding it all, consider planting some of it. Consider sowing some of it. Stop and think. When a famine's going on in the land, the last thing anybody wants to do is put the seeds that they have in their hand in the ground. Oh my Lord, if I put them in the ground, I won't have any. It'll all be gone. Hold on. The one way to 100% perpetuate the famine is to not plant. That is a proven, guaranteed 100%. You won't harvest if you don't plant. The scripture teaches that, but whenever you're afraid, then it's tough. Why don't you right now consider that whenever they come to your door with your DoorDash or they're dropping off the pizza, why don't you right now decide to be the story that delivery driver goes back and tells? That they go back and go, oh my goodness, I just dropped off, $40 a pizza and got a $50 tip. Oh, and you're going, oh no, I can't do that. Hold on now. If you're in a good place, then you're Joseph. And Joseph had set aside all of the plenty for all of those years. So when his brothers showed up with coronavirus, he was able to say, here, let me help you through this. I'm not talking about just driving around handing out $100 bills. You can do that if you want to. I'm talking, actually, I'm not supposed to be driving around, but if you want to do that, that's one thing. I'm talking about making a difference in someone's life. I'm talking about making a huge difference. So if you're in a place that you're cash flush or you're sitting good, you're sitting well, then I think you ought to prepare yourself. There's going to be some amazing chances for investments when this thing turns. And it could be soon, it could be later, but I promise you, the economy was actually sitting at a very good pace, and all the fundamentals were actually sitting pretty good. Might have been a little oversold, We've certainly corrected that. That means everything should be set for it to go forward. So if you're there, don't stop crying about where you are in the account. Don't keep looking at that and say, I lost this, I lost that. Hold on. What you've done is you've created an incredible opportunity for purchasing things at a low price, and you'll be able to do what we call dollar cost averaging, and you'll put some in and some in and some in, and you'll buy as this thing starts going up, and this market will blow our minds. We're at a situation almost like when you came out of World War I or World War II. During that time, it was rationing, everybody was tight, money was tight, don't eat meat, we're sending it to our soldiers. That's what was going on. Then when it was over, what happened to post-war economies? They were red hot for almost a decade. We will be set at a place to do amazing things. So if you're sitting well, then think about that. You're sitting well. Bless those around you. Look for a way to take that mortgage and put it on a 15-year and get it to the place that ought to go. And then make sure you're giving the people around you a reason to hope. Be somebody's testimony. That's the best, to make your name in somebody's story. What could be better? That they go back and say, oh my goodness, this is what happened. That will be amazing. So, episode 1 and 2 talks about tightness of money. This one here, I'm talking about a little more about how you should do money. I'll come back later. We'll have a few more. Just want to talk you through this. Don't panic. Don't let anxiety take you over. Work on this. God's got you. You can do this. I know you can. I have confidence in you. God bless.